Hey, it's Liam. So in this video I wanted to talk to you about something I figured out my second time around freelancing. My first time around freelancing I failed, threw in the towel and joined a big corporate. Now what I found there was lots of mission statements, buzzwords, zombie employees, but what lay beneath was perfect business form. The strategy required to accelerate a business forward. Now that's not the reserve of big businesses. That can be applied to your business as well, even as a freelancer. And it's something I call big business shit. So how do you get the most out of it? How can you make it work for you as a freelancer? Well, first tip that you can take away is processes aren't just for big businesses. Processes and systems work. So everything you do, whether you know it or not, can be applied as a business system or process. So every time you go and approach a new client, every time you put a pitch together, every time you answer an email, every time you answer the telephone, there is a process at work there for gathering information, for responding in a certain way, for reacting in a certain way, and for following up thereafter. So if you can accurately look at your business, take a step back from the coalface and look at it as more of a process at work, then that's really the key to getting more efficient. Because ultimately, if you're going to look to get more efficient, work less and earn more, then you're going to have to leverage the support of a remote team. And you can only do that if you've got a series of departments. Those departments might be admin, marketing, production, whatever. But the tasks that you're doing on a daily basis can fall into any one of those categories. So expressing everything you do as a process enables you to departmentalize it, if you will, and in the future look to apply that to remote teams around the web. So that's the first thing. Processes and systems work. The second thing is you need to have a clear vision for where you're going. You need a strategy, a win strategy for taking you from where you are right now to where you want to be. You need to know exactly who you're serving, why you're serving them, and what value you're providing. And that's all facilitated by a vision. You need to understand where you're going in order that when you get there, you know you've reached that point. So in the book, A Blueprint for Your Next Big Move, we go through exactly how to build out that one paragraph that will be your guiding light through this. That's your vision statement. It's not a hefty business plan with 50 pages and projections 100 years into the future. This is a simple paragraph that can guide you on the next decisions that you need to make as a freelancer. And the third thing is you need to be the specialist. The best freelancers I know are the ones that are specialists at one or a number of small verticals. So even if right now you serve everybody along the spectrum, try and break off even a small portion of your site to apply to a certain niche or vertical. If you think about it and put yourself in a client's shoes, who are they going to choose? Are they going to choose the freelancer who serves everybody, or are they going to choose the freelancer that serves their particular industry to solve their particular problem? And what's more, who do you think is going to be able to justify the highest price? It's going to be the specialist. So have a think about how you can break apart, as I say, your current site or your current portfolio into smaller subsections and then look to brand those if you can. One of the breakthroughs I had with my freelance design business was figuring out that if I applied myself to just the music industry as brandshank.com as I did and create a brand around that, I could charge a lot more, I could work with clients that are a lot better, and I could build things that I was happier about. I didn't have to go and serve everybody, I could serve that particular industry. That grew and I ended up serving a couple of industries. So you're not going to be particularly tied to a particular industry, but just have a think about how you can be the specialist, create your own category of one. The next thing that big businesses understand, big business shit, is to diversify risk. You're not going to find many big businesses, multinational corporations that serve just one person or that sell just one product. Google, for example, has a motto, do one thing really well. Yeah, they own Gmail, YouTube, Google search engine, and lots of other stuff. So as you can see, they're not just doing one thing really well, they're doing a lot of things really well to diversify that risk. If all of a sudden nobody watches videos anymore, then they've still got lots of other businesses to lean upon for income. So how does that work for you? Well, you have to figure out that as a freelancer, you've got one form of revenue, doing stuff for clients. So that's your primary income. So it's up to you and only you to generate a secondary revenue stream that's going to support that primary revenue stream in the peaks and troughs. So how do you do that? Well, you look at products. So how can you wrap up your handiwork, your expertise into a sellable package that can sell without you needing to be present? It's a topic I cover over at handiwork.io, which is a platform for freelancers like you to build out products. But as an overview, you want to build something that leverages the expertise that you already have, wraps it into a book, ebook, video training course or whatever that you can sell on. And what's more, that can sell without being tied to you or your hourly rate. And the final thing that big business shit is freelancers need marketing too. Big businesses understand that they need to be everywhere. They need to be omnipresent in the places that their target audience hang out. That is true for you as well. Clients aren't just going to come to you, and the best clients, I'm telling you, do not exist on freelancer boards, Elance, freelancer.com or whatever. The best clients aren't on those places because they know that the freelancers on those places aren't the best. So they're looking for the best, and as a result, you need to be outside of those and a different breed of freelancer essentially. So you need to be active within your space. You need to figure out who you're serving particularly and be visible to them in their community. So freelancers need marketing too, and that again extends to things like paid social advertising, looking at how you can leverage Google, paid ads on organic search, and other platforms of getting your name out there. You need people to have that brand recognition about you and who you are, even as a freelancer. So I hope that helps. That's what I call big business shit. Got loads more stuff on freelancelift.com, so stick with it.